Good day everyone and welcome to Admiral Markets webinar Price Action Trading School Naked Scalping Part 2, and we will deal with extreme naked scalping and inside bar scalping. My name is Anand and this is, as I said, the part of Price Action Trading School, the second part of naked scalping, and I hope that you will enjoy these good scalping strategies. But as I say, after we finish with Price Action Trading School, we will have live trading sessions, and I hope that will come in October or November. So we are still in Price Action Trading School. School is in session, and before we begin, our standard risk disclaimer. Risk disclosure statement stating all possible risks associated with Forex market. By accepting the risk, you're also proceeding further with me. Admiral Markets take no responsibility for information accuracy. This is solely my opinion, and Forex is risky business, so this should not be taken as advice. It's a personal opinion only. This webinar is for informational and educational purposes only. By downloading Admiral Markets Supreme Edition, you will greatly enhance your trading, so I advise you to do that. There is a host of new tools that you can use for Admiral Markets trading. And don't forget it, Admiral Markets is officially best MT4 broker. So we will repeat today why scalping, then we will move on to extreme naked scalping, and then we will go to inside bar scalping. So this is what we are going to do, okay? Now, why scalping is the fastest way of making profits? Okay, it requires momentum. We already covered this, but just for people who are new, I want to cover this. Also, it's a hit and run tactics. So you actually hit, buy and sell, and when you see a small profit, I mean small number of pips, you run away. So that is how you scalp. Okay, so it's not a swing strategy, it's not intraday. These strategies are purely scalping, hit and run. It's part-time, okay, and it's very good for people who cannot be close to their computers all day. So it's an excellent way to trade, and it takes only a small amount of time, and it's actually time zone dependent. But having Admiral Market Supreme Edition, well, you don't need to worry about time zones because we also have on our platforms an excellent time zone indicator. And one thing that is very important, guys, if you can take away like 1 hour per day, it's great, because this method, what I will present you, heavily involves babysitting and market watch. And that is good because if you're a part-time trader, you can only invest some, let's say, an hour or two during the day, or maybe 15 minutes, and actually try to trade. Aligning time frames by using candlesticks, it's our main purpose of naked trading. But of course, because we cannot trade purely naked, we use some price action indicators just for a slight guidance, but not as decisions. So we will usually do at the top of the hour. That means the first 5 minutes, okay, after the close of the hour, and the best sessions are always the first 3 hours of each major session. What is very important, guys, is that you have a volatility, that you see momentum. Even if you want to do that at the top of the hour or at the first 3 hours of each session, well, the primary thing here with naked scalping is that you need to have a momentum. Remember that without the momentum, without movement of the price, there is no point, guys, in scalping. Believe me, you don't want to be caught in a range, and you don't want to get in a streak of losses. So before you start thinking about scalping, the first thing you should ensure is that you have momentum. That momentum can be even after some important news, because the first method that I will present you is done on 1 minute time frame, guys. 1 minute time frame. So extreme naked scalping, we use these indicators. Stochastics 1433, it's M1 euro dollar chart, so we will be focused on euro dollar. We should use, guys, and all that you who are watching this webinar, remember, guys, Admiral Market Supreme Edition is preferred with this strategy. Not just with this, you know that I also trade with Admiral, but let's say for all of you who come and trade with other brokers, this is better, and I advise you to open ECN account because you will have low spreads, very low spreads. You should also have mini chart indicator, that is the part of Admiral Market Supreme Edition. You need to add 1000 SMA on your 1 minute chart. It's 1000 simple moving average. Now, before you ask me what is a simple moving average, refer to Price Action Training School when we talked actually about moving averages, and you will see that simple and exponential moving averages can be used very effectively. Then we go with majors. I'm focused on euro dollar, but you can also go for pound dollar, dollar Swiss, Australian dollar, so major pairs with primary focus on euro dollar. And you should go with low spreads because you will be trading from M1 chart, so it requires low spreads. For that purpose, Admiral Markets ECN account is the best because the spreads are so tight that it's just a beauty to watch in between 0.5 and 1 pip of a spread. Also, if you ask why 1000 SMA, because 1000 SMA on 1 minute euro dollar, I mean on every 1 minute chart, corresponds to M5 200 SMA. So 200 SMA on 5 minute is 1000 SMA on 1 minute. Simple as that. Now, stop loss is 20 pips of profit. Stop loss is 20 pips, and 5 to 15 pips of profit should be made. But of course, you can also use profit stop that I will show you. How we deal with extreme naked scalping. For buy entry, you should watch simple moving average. This moving average should be angled to the upside. It shouldn't be flat. Now, you might ask why. It's because actually by looking at this MA at 1 minute, on 1 minute time frame, you will be looking at a trend on 5 minute time frame. Because if MA goes up, it's not flat. It should never be flat, guys. If it goes up, if it's angled to the upside, it means that we have a 5 minute uptrend. So you will be using 1 minute for making entries, and additionally, okay, you will piggyback 5 minute momentum on 1 minute time frame. Okay. Okay, this is, I can say it's, Martin is asking 10 SMA is 200. Okay, Martin, you just put 1000 SMA on 1 minute time frame, okay, 1 minute time frame, and it actually corresponds to SMA. Okay, I forgot to put S here. It's 200 SMA, so it's the same, because 200 SMA on 5 minute corresponds to 1000 SMA on 1 minute, because 1000 divided by 5 is 200. Simple as that. Okay, so 1000 SMA equals on 1 minute equals to M5 200 SMA. Okay, yes, SMA. Now you need volatility, okay, You need momentum. It's good to go after the news. No trading on low volatility, and aggressive stop loss might be at 2080 cross for sell buy. I will explain that on live chart. It's always best to see it on the live chart because we are, guys, not talking about theory. We want to see this, how we practically do that. So I will open a live chart, and here again, okay, stochastics, and here, guys, for all of you who are new, I still see people coming in and joining this webinar with good numbers. This is what we do. Martin, it's not 5 SMA. It's, I will write it down now. 1000 SMA equals to 200 SMA on 5-minute chart, M5. Okay, so this is it, guys. Okay, so 1000 SMA equals to 200 SMA on 5-minute chart. Okay, that is very important. And now let's not show just slides and theory craft. Let's see how it practically looks like, and I will open now my screen. Just give me a few seconds and I will guide you step by step here. So it's good to have Admiral Market spread indicator. Okay, it's good to have it because this will show you the spread on ECN account. ECN account has a very, very low spread, and that is what you should need in order to scalp effectively. Okay, you should have a very low spread. Okay, one more thing, guys, that is important. Why Ilya is asking why SMA and not EMA? Because on this system and on this low time frame scalping, SMA is not lagging. SMA actually, I mean, it's not weighted down, so it will change the direction better corresponding to actual movement of the price. Exponential moving average is weighted down, so if you put the EMA, you won't see the angle that way, and in this system you need to see the angle of moving average, because the angle of this moving average will tell you about the trend. Okay, EMA will not show the angle as SMA. SMA shows angles better, in my opinion, than EMA. That is why I put SMA here. So you're watching actually the angle, not it's not alignment of moving averages. For alignment, we usually use EMAs, but for angles, in my opinion, SMA is better. I will show now. So spread, okay, let's use, I don't know, we can use euro dollar. Okay, this is the angle. You see, this is the angle. When you see this, you know that this is actually an uptrend. So you're focused on long term. This is a good angle. Angle is to the upside. Okay. Now, what it means, guys? It means that you should have Admiral Market spread indicator. Just double click and you will have the spread indicator. And you can also find sessions here. If you go to actually to expert advisors, you can see session map. You just click OK. And here there is, yeah, we need to use other account, but it's not a problem. Just click at session map and it will be on your live account. I have it on my other live account. So session map is also a good addition to the chart. So my primary concern is actually this angle. When I see that there is an angle here on 1 minute time frame, I know that there is a trend on 5 minutes, because this SMA, 1000 SMA, will show you the trend. This means that the trend on 5 minutes is actually to the long side. So what you do is actually you scalp long. So guys, when you see that stochastic is actually crossing from 20 from below, you open a buy position. So your buy position first is initiated here, and you go, as I say, for 5 to 15 pips of profit. Here you can see it's 8 pips of profit. Now for targets, this is very important part. For targets, you can go with hourly pivot points, or you can strictly go in between 5 and 15 pips. Okay, for hourly pivot points, you can actually use the indicator here, guys. I will show you here now. Okay, I have a lot of indicators here. Let me find one corresponding indicator, and I will put it on the chart. You can use my Camarilla indicator. Okay, I will show you the indicator. You can actually use this indicator, guys. Okay, let me open it for you. Okay, here. Yeah, that's it. So go here, indicators list, click on pivot, go to daily, put classic, and here you can go to show history true, and put hourly pivot points, actually, like this. See? Like this. Here, there. Okay, these are hourly pivot points, and all of this vertical line is actually hourly breaks. So this means that this is hourly price action, and this is another hour, and this will change based on hours. So here in this case, you can actually go for this level. So if you open your trade here, well, this is 4 pips, so you go towards this level here, that is 10 pips. So try to grab 5 in between 15 pips. Here you will see another entry. See, guys, this is extreme. This is just for people who love to go to extremes. If you see that after 5, 6 pips price is hesitant to go, just take your profits. Okay, here you see another entry here. Okay, here let's see 3, 4 pips and then 10 pips to the upside. Here another entry. Okay, here another entry, some drawdown, then again 5 pips of a. See, now this is the last chance to scalp, because after this the price actually went flat. See, guys, 5 to 15 pips possible. Now, standard rules for profit stop apply, as I've been teaching you all this time. So if you see that the price is breaking through, let's say here, you can actually move your stop loss just 1 pip below this resistance and hope that there will be enough of momentum to further push your price. So you will have a lot of chance to actually trade this, and I advise you to use momentum and volatility, but don't over trade, guys, because the chances are you might start to over trade. Use momentum. You will see a lot of, you see, when moving average is angled like here, you will have a lot of opportunities to actually trade it. Same goes for sell. When you see that actually when you see that moving average is angled to the downside like here, you go and sell, guys. Okay, it's always good to zoom out a little bit and to see the angle. Okay, see the angle here. There will be a lot of, guys, this is extreme. You see what I'm talking about? Sell entry, profits there. Usually you will make profits with this, but you need to know this is scalping method. Okay, this is yes, the rules are clear. Martin is asking, on 1 minute chart 1000 SMA shows trend, waiting for stochastics. Indeed. Do you recommend scalping only in the direction? Yes, only in the direction of SMA 1000. So here, only and only. There is no exception to this rule. So if this is our short entry, you see, guys, 7-8 pips. You will usually find some 5 to 10 pips of a profit per entry, but don't overtrade. If you make 30 pips per day, that's good. That equals to scalp swing 30 pips, and you are good to go. Okay, you just don't overtrade, guys. Make 1 or 2 good trades, 3 trades, and you're good. See, a lot of opportunities to go and scalp. That is why I really suggest that you use Admiral Market Supreme Edition and ECN account. When this happens, that means that the market is flat, so you should stay away as soon as you see the angle start to go in the angle direction. Here we see a lot of chance to go long. You see the angle here, it went long. So this is your entry. Okay, here is your entry. Then another entry here. Here another entry. Okay, you see a lot of chance here. Another entry. Let's see if there was a stop loss. No, only 8 pips of a drawdown and 6 pips in a profit. You see, guys, just follow me here. Entry here, some 1-2 pip drawdown and 5 pips of profit. Pivots. Ilya is asking, why do we need pivots? The only way why I put pivot here is if, Ilya now and all others, if, let's say, here, you see there was a break. So let's say that you have made your entry here. Okay, so this was your entry, okay? Now, this is resistance, this is another resistance. So until here, you see there is only 1 pip, so you ignore it. Here, there is some 5 pips. So if you decided to take 5 pips, don't forget, guys, this is extreme scalping. It's not ordinary, this is extreme, so you do it on the lowest time frame, 1 minute. So here, see, you go long and you decided not to close your profit after 5 pips. This is your second resistance, 12 pips. So the price breaks this resistance. What you do is move your stop loss here, effectively securing 4 or 5 pips. And if you made 5 more pips, you can close it. But if you see that price is moving down, well, you will be stopped out for 5 pips of profits. So pivots are possible targets, yes. But what I do usually if I do that, guys, I need to be honest, sometimes I do naked scalping. Okay, I know this for a long time and I do that. And I usually take in between 5 and 10 pips, usually after some big spike or big news, and I use slightly bigger risk. Instead of using 0.5 risk, because this is extreme, I use 1% per trade. Sometimes I can opt for 2% of a risk. So you need to see if this fits you. If I have the time, I can use 2% for a single trade, because this is really profitable, but you should not think that you can make hundreds of pips with this, because this is extreme scalping. What you will do is usually you will make 2, 3, 4 trades and you're good to go with 20, 30, 50 pips. Sometimes when you see that there is a really good momentum, like this here, guys, you see there is a good momentum, but actually this was flat. So let's see here, you see there was a good momentum. This was an angle here, and here was an entry. You see this was an angle, it went up, and here, there, let's use this example, okay, because the angle was clear here. You see, sometimes you will see momentum push, and instead of, you see, taking 10 pips, hourly pivot point suggests that you can even take 20 pips. See? So sometimes you will see that you can be very, very profitable with the strategy. But you need to be a little bit of adventurer, and if you're gamblers, well, guys, this is not gambling, but this is exciting. So if you want to go with something that is more exciting, not just trading intraday or swing trading, you can use this effective extreme naked scalping. I call this system EN system. It's very easy to use. Just watch the angle. You see guys here, watch the angle. So this is very strong trend. Watch this. This is your entry here. Okay. So instead of taking 5 pips, maybe you will have momentum push like here. So you could see, make even 50. You see, here you just put your stop loss here. Price goes up. It probably didn't hit your stop loss. And then it went more to the upside. Yes, mini chart. One thing about mini chart. Let me open it. There is another additional confirmation for you just go to Admiral mini chart, press here, then chart symbol current, chart time frame type, go to M5, and okay. Here you will see M5. So now moment price action suggests that it started to be bearish. This EMA started to go down. So actually here we might use probably, you see now this EMA started to go down, and look at M5. It started to be bearish, really. So this suggests that next entry could be to the short side. Now the only thing there is that unfortunately, well, it's end of day. You see, it's end of day, and price might actually be trapped down. So, you need to be careful about it. But the thing is, this is your tool that you should use all the time, because it will give you the early change of a trend. SMA goes excellent with the trend, but it's slightly lagging. Here, price action never lag. This is the true representation of trend. But it doesn't matter, because SMA will follow. As soon as SMA starts to follow, you will have additional confirmation on M5, on mini chart. And don't forget that Admiral Market mini chart is exclusively available to clients of Admiral Markets, so they can use it, and you will usually see some nice profits. Okay, and you will see good entries with this. Okay, now there is my price has stalled here, but I guess well, it's something due to internet, but it doesn't matter. So it should change with the price. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, here it follows. So basically that's it, guys. Just follow the price, just follow the rules, and you will be fine. So here again the rules, and I will move to my second price action trading school strategy inside bar scalping. Okay, so here, for all of you who joined up, and I see still people coming, here I will roll these slides. You can ask me questions, and then I will move to actually to show you the actual inside bar scalping. Here, this is buy entry, so you need to watch MA. It should be angled. So pay close attention to MA. Here. Okay, and that was shown here. Okay, so that's it, and you're good to go. Now, second method is IB scalping. Before I show you this IB scalping, we need to go with the rules. So what is inside bar? Inside bar always requires 2 candles. It usually precedes big moves. Okay, an inside bar is characterized by the inside candle's price action being completely covered from previous price action. So these are usual inside bars, but here you might see also inside bars, some people call it outside bars, but they belong to the category of inside bars, and it's also valid. Okay. Now, if you remember when I teach you about inside bars, I said it's best used on daily. Actually, with this method, it's good to scalp. So it was not recommended to watch just naked. But here, when we add two indicators that we already covered in price action training school lessons, it's good. And I will show you what those two indicators are. Of course, default indicators, simple price action indicators. This is not related to master candle. This is simple inside bar, not related to master candle. No, inside bar scalping goes on 15-minute time frame. So we will use 15-minute time frame for this method. Now, Ilya, this can be master candle concept if you see that 4 candles are trapped in. But actually, the inside bar is only 2 candlestick price action bar. So inside bar cannot be more than 2 candlesticks. It's always 2 candlestick. Okay? So use this. 2 candlestick is inside bar. Master candle use 4 candlesticks, so it's different. Now, let's say that bar A is a master or mother bar. Bar B is inside bar. Inside bar is contained within the high and low of bar A, or so-called mother bar. So it is contained within the high and low. Okay? Inside bar setup can be good for trend, breakouts, reversals, range. And definitely, guys, do not trade this method and EIBs, inside bars, during low volatility. Because low volatility can get you nowhere. Okay, you should be accustomed to trade when there is a big movement, big volatility, not when there is a low volatility. When you see that the price, okay, what is low volatility? No, Ilya. Low volatility is simply measured by screening time. Now it's low volatility. You don't see anything moving. When you see that the price is very slow to move, when price is not changing fast, when you see that actually chart is not going anywhere, that is low volatility. Look at this, guys. Look at now last 30 minutes. It doesn't go anywhere. It just goes couple of pips up and down. So this was good, but now you see price is going almost nowhere. Here, when you see that price is not going anywhere, when you see that the price is slow to move, that means low volatility. I never used any indicators except ADX for volatility, but I don't even use that. I simply monitor the price. If I see that the price is really ranging, that the price is not going anywhere, well, probably I won't do anything. But when I see that there is a trend, that there is a volatility, movement, momentum shaping in, then I will start to scalp. The first method, extreme naked scalping, is on 1 minute time frame. So it's less prone to low volatility. But here, this is 15-minute time frame. And if there is no volatility, you should not trade this method. With 1 minute scalping that I showed you, you can go. Even if you make an entry on low volatility, you will still be able to snatch like 5 pips. But here on 15-minute, volatility is very important, because without it, you won't be able to make a profitable trade. These EMAs are 16 and 32 EMA. Okay, 16 and 32 EMA. And also we have an inside bar. So this is everything, guys, that we have here. We don't have any other indicators except for 16 and 32 EMA. We buy when the high of the IB is broken. We sell when the low of the IB is broken. IB stands for inside bar. TP, 1-to-1 or hourly pivot points. You can put hourly pivot points, but I personally do this usually with TP 1-to-1. Stop loss goes above or below last high or low, and time frame is 15 minutes. Okay? So this is what we do. The first method that I was showing you is very good when you see after news spike. Extreme naked that is done on 1 minute is very profitable initially after some strong news and when SMA starts to change. This method can be done only when there is movement, not necessarily after the news. And it's more prone to low volatility than is the first method. But targets on this kind of trading, price action scalping, are higher than the first method. So how it goes? So we have two EMAs and Admiral Market spread indicator. As I say, spread is very important when you scalp. Indicators are 16 and 32 exponential. Exponential now, guys. Now we are on 15-minute time frame. So exponential is good for scalps, and Admiral Market spread indicator. Here you see that actually we can see that there will be an entry here. This was our IB. Very easy to use. So this is IB here. When this low of IB breaks, red is above blue, you go short. So stops are always placed. Well, you cannot go with 5 pips of a stop loss. If you see that there is 5 or 10 pips, put 15 pips stop loss. So here it's 5 pips, so I would put 15 pips stop loss. So if our entry was 10, so I would put it at 25. 15 pips stop loss, and here it is. See? Entry. When the low of IB is broken, you go short. Here, entry. Okay, let's see, it goes down, down. You need also a retracement, guys. Here, another IB. Inside bar here, you see, these two candlesticks are inside bar. So always wait for pullback towards EMAs and then IB. This is inside bar and you go short here. So you can go with hourly pivot points, but I usually am focused on previous resistance or support. So this was previous support. I'm just watching it on previous support, and I tend to actually make some good entries and profits if I do it like this. Okay, so here the entry, so it's only 8 pips. I would usually wait. Here 11 pips, I might consider taking the scalp, and here 22 pips. If I see this, I take all profits. So just watch previous swings and that will be your targets. I was showing you at the first lesson, okay, you should know this by now, how to manually draw support and resistance levels. It is not hard, you just need to watch for swings. For long trades, let's clear this out. So for long trades, guys, you should always see a trend. If you see this, guys, okay, EMAs like this, you don't trade. So this is not tradable. This is EMA spiral and it doesn't go anywhere. So it's good that you see divergence of this EMAs like this. And here, this is already a trend. So let's see where we have an entry. Pullback here, so you wait for a pullback. here, here, there. This is your entry. This is great looking. Okay, not so great looking, but I'm scanning through. This can be an east side bar, although this week should have been better, but let's see better example. Okay, I'm still scanning. Yeah, this was actually an IB here. The price pulled back. When this high is broken, you go long. Here you went long, you were in a drawdown, only 10, 11 pips, and then the price went up. EMAs again, 16 exponential close, 32 exponential close. Okay? And you see how it goes. You will find a lot of opportunities, but I advise you to trade not when EMAs are so small. It's always best when DMA is diverging. Then you wait for pullback and inside bar. Here, another inside. This is more like outside bar, but I say it's valid here. And your entry here. Here, inside bar, see? Inside bar, this candle, because it is inside this candle. And here you go long. See? Usually you will see good profits when it happens. Okay? Stay away when EMAs are very close. So I say always it's best to see that EMAs are diverged. So usually you will miss the first entry, but usually, I mean the first possible entry, because when you see EMAs diverging from being flat, you just need to wait like this for the first swing. And then you will usually see a setup. Here there was also a setup, but it was not, yeah, here, much better example. Here, this is an inside bar here. I prefer those real inside bars like this one. See, here, inside bar and go long here. EMAs are already diverged, so there is a trend, and here, profits. Same here, inside bar, you see, and some fast profits. So I hope that you like this, guys. It's not hard. So this is actually scalping, so you should be able to scalp it efficiently. I hope that you like the method. If you have any questions, now is the time for you to ask me. This webinar is being recorded and it will be uploaded tomorrow as a part of Price Action Training School. I'm giving you good stuff. I just hope that you will be practicing this and that you will be making some demo trades to see how it goes first. And don't forget, for the best experience, you should always have momentum, volatility, and if you want to be more sure in your trade, then you should always forget about trading when there is EMA spirals, and always get setups when there is divergence of EMAs after a pullback towards EMAs, like here. It's always best. Time frame is 15 minutes, and for the first strategy that I was showing you, 1 minute is your time frame. Angle is needed here, and euro dollar mini chart that is a part of Admiral Market Supreme Edition to show you the time frame, higher time frame, that is actually M5. So you will have the better Q for M5. So yes, Kuram, 1 minute for this one, and next one is 15 minutes. So please be advised that you should really have momentum and volatility, okay? So you should have, this is very important. Let me find the slide. Ignore IBs during low volatility. If you see that price is really going over and that EMAs are flat, converged, and that they are showing EMA spirals, do not trade. Believe me, do not trade. So I guess that everything is clear. Try this, guys. All these indicators can be found on other markets platform. The best sessions for this are London and New York. I didn't do this in Asia session. You can try that, but I was focused mostly on London and New York because I need to sleep during Asia session. I cannot be glued to the screen, and this is, guys, scalping. Scalping needs you to be glued, literally glued to the screen. Okay? Yes, you should be definitely attached to your screen. That is why I cannot do this during Asia session, because, guys, I really need to sleep, and you all need to sleep. You need to be ready to make profits for next day. Martin, this is M1. Yes, this is solely on one minute time frame. There is no change of rules, solely on 1 minute time frame. And this one is solely on 15-minute time frame. Okay? Martin, yes. SMA, no EMA. Martin, please. I showed you already. Pay attention. It's simple moving average 1000. Simple moving average 1000, not EMA. Okay? SMA. Simple moving average. I'm showing you here. This 1000 simple. Okay, not exponential, please. It's very important. Okay. Do you have any other questions, guys? Euro yen is rejecting from our analysis. So if you are ready to watch how we go with our analysis today, actually we are like 5 to 10 pips, but I hope that Euro yen will proceed to go down. This was, I will show you this now. It's actually, you see, a Euro yen bearish zigzag continues. And yeah, if you sold it where I told you to sell, here you are in profit now. Okay. So yeah, a person, not, I didn't see the name, but one attendee asked me about today's analysis, so I needed to show this. Martin is asking, is it simple, but it should be set to close? Yes. So indicators here, moving average, simple, closed. Apply to close, yes. So if we now had momentum, I would definitely probably go short, because here euro dollar is going down. You see M5, this angle is also to the downside, and here watch stochastic should go down. So what I do is I usually scalp a couple of pips with this, and I know that euro yen is correlated to euro dollar, so I guess it should go down. Yes, Martin, close. Yes, after the candle close, indeed, when candle close, you should go, and also stochastic needs to cross from 80 to below 80 on 1 minute time frame. Yeah, correct. So that was it, guys. You know that the biggest advantage of price action and forex trading is that history repeats itself. So not just for trend trading that we do on higher time frames, but also on 1 minute, actually you can see that this mimics a trend line. So when you see this, you know that trend is to the upside, trend is flat, and when it goes down, trend is to the downside. Actually, this angle is down now, and you can even put a trend line here. So you see the power of moving average. And 1433 stochastics, indeed. So I hope that everything is clear. I hope that you will enjoy this, and I don't see any questions, so we can call it a day. Anything you need, guys, anything you want to ask, go ahead and ask me. Leave the comments, send me an email. I am glad to help. This webinar is recorded. It will be uploaded, and you can watch it how many times you wish. If you want to watch it 100 times, to make it clear, then feel free to do that. Kevin is asking, what is the Admiral spread indicator? This is the spread indicator. It gives you the spread, and when you change the screen like this, you will see the historical spread. So it's in between 0.1 and 1 pip of spread. This is a very good indicator to show you the spread on pairs, but it's exclusive to Admiral Markets platform. Kevin, Admiral Markets Supreme Edition is an award platform. It's an award-winning platform that was nominated, and it got the first prize on Admiral Market UK website for the best MT4 broker last year, and it's been improved over the last 1 year, and we have more of these indicators on Admiral Market Supreme Edition. So Admiral Spread Indicator is the indicator that can be found on Admiral Markets Supreme Edition, and it shows the spread on all pairs. And the spread for scalping is very, very important. So I advise you to open the account with Admiral Markets and reap the benefits of really a great platform. There is a lot more tools that I will present on my next webinar. I will do that. I will present new tools for Admiral Markets Supreme Edition. So use it to your advantage. So thank you guys for listening. And as I say, whatever is not clear, please go ahead and ask me. I'm here to help you. Martin, can I ask you about the indicator? Yes, this is my own indicator, pivot indicator. It should be set to 1 hour classic and show history to true for this, and you can have it, of course. Of course, just send me an email. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for questions. If you need this indicator, pivot 2 indicator, just send me an email and I will send you. Until tomorrow, I wish you a great day. Take care and trade safe. Cheers, everyone.